Ay,
They got this new stuff, man. They got this new shit, and it's been around, but now it's getting real.
It's getting real. They creating
all this technology, all this iRobot. It's here now. All this crypto shit, blockchain, virtual reality. They got real life artificial intelligence now. And I'm going to read an article that might be a little bit concerning for us normal folk. AI, artificial intelligence, could replace the equivalent of 300 million jobs across the U.S. and Europe.
Hold on. Can you put that in? Oh, wait. Go ahead and continue. I just want to put something in perspective.
300 million jobs. I want to say the U.S.'s population is what?
That's what I was going to pull up.
What's the U.S.'s population?
I'm pulling it right now. U.S. population. The U.S. population as of 2021 was 331 million people. So you're going to tell me that only 31 million people, 31.9 million people will have jobs.
Now, this is across the U.S. and Europe, though. This is across the U.S. and Europe.
Oh, no, okay, of course.
Yeah,
okay.
so if you want to even split that in half, you're going to lose half the workforce to a computer with a personality. Now, let me read something that's really concerning. And this is that moment in AI when Will Smith asked the robot, how do you know what a dream is? Do you dream? And nigga smirked at him and knocked his damn head off.
Slash. Nick, but you know what's funny? Before you even read that,
okay,
that's one thing that I've noticed. You say, like, you know how we look at all of these movies and shows?
Yeah.
What I've read into things where it has to come from a place. Like there's certain things that people make and it comes from a place.
It's based off something for
it's
sure.
Something.
Yeah.
So you're not just bringing up like shit like iRobot out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
You know when people talk about like aliens, there's no reason that you just bring up you're not just bringing up aliens out of nowhere. So like it coming from a real place.
Even movies like Contagion or I Am Legend. They talk about that too.
I mean,
that's a whole different discussion.
Even the show
Last of Us. Yeah.
It's coming from a place of something we just.
The apocalypse has been a conversation.
We just seen what happened when COVID hit the world.
Did you see the stores when COVID hit the world? Did you see toilet paper?
Yeah, toilet paper. That shit was funny.
When COVID hit the world.
That shit was funny, by the way.
Do you know how many businesses, you know how many people died? Like, this is based off something, but the statement I was going to read. So, generative artificial intelligence will be able to create content indistinguishable from human work and is a major advancement. This essentially is saying in a few years we will not be able to tell the difference between a human and a robot. Y'all, if you haven't seen this film already, Blade Runner.
Was it Blade Runner 2049?
Yes. What is it, 2049? What is it? Yeah, Blade Runner 2049. It was original back in whatever year that was, and it got remade. Remade in 2017, starring my boy Ryan Gosling. Shout out to him.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
And he fell in love with a robot. It's a movie named Her. Man, fell in love with a robot. It's shit like this that they preparing us for.
I mean, bro, they talk about. I mean, even though let's talk about the random shit. How people are already buying sex dolls that are robots and falling in love with it. I seen something where this dude married his sex doll.
Married a sex doll, yeah.
So I mean, you're it's already pretty much prepared.
I think we all gotta do. We gotta do a lot of research. We gotta do a lot of prep work, man. The world is changing. This shit's happening fast and every day, getting ready to replace people.
Yo, if you got
Matrix shit, everything is fake. Everything is dream. Artificial shit is gonna replace reality. At what point? What is a memory? What is a dream? What is a feeling? What is the five senses? All this shit. So, our money.
I want to know this, right? At what point do people like who are creating this stop? The reason I say it is because you got to think about this. Yeah, somebody can always control something, but think about those movies like iRobot and shit like that, where those things that you created take over.
Yeah.
Where's there ever a thought of like, yo, maybe we should stop on this? It's getting too like, I mean, even look at the AI generated verses that they do for these rappers.
That's a fact. Yeah, the holograms came out years ago. All
exactly.
That shit, yeah.
And then like now you see on Instagram all the time. Hey, this is a AI generated verse from Kanye West. It sounds like Kanye West. Everything. I'm like, where's there a stopping point of saying, hey, this is maybe too much. Yeah. We're going too far.
Yeah.
This might get really bad. Like the fact that if you saying, hey, over the U.S. and Europe, we can replace 300 million people with jobs. So are you telling me that those 300 million people are now just... Because that 300 million people can be either the top of the top or the bottom of the bottom.
That's a fact.
And so you're saying that the top of the top of me I'm making $100 million a year. Now I no longer do that? I can't do that anymore? That sounds insane. And I don't think the people who are creating that are thinking... I think they're always like, I'm in control. What happens when you're not in control?
Yeah.
You know, you go outside every day and be like, oh, I'm in control of this, and then something happens. What the fuck happened?
It's a fact, yeah. I mean, I think it's a lot of changes going on that we really got to start paying attention to. We got to stop being distracted by the minuscule things. I mean, the U.S. dollar is collapsing in front of our eyes. The country, the U.S. period. I mean, you could just look at how our presidents react. I mean, we had another school shooting.
We just had another school shooting. Hold on, but did you hear? I think that is of this year 130 something.
Oh yeah, school shootings.
129
in 2023.
Yeah, I think this is the 129 mass shooting this year.
Oh, mass shooting, yeah.
But do you hear that it's now just the end of March, so it's been 3 full months, and there's been 100+ mass shootings.
Yeah.
To me, that's absurd.
I think we got to start paying attention. Right? Is this the end? I mean, this is the end of reality as we know it? Possibly. We've gotten numb to these mass shootings.
Oh yeah, they don't even blink an eye.
It's so regular now. I mean,
6 people just died and nobody. I mean, it's barely talking about it. It's like, all right, cool, on to the next.
I mean, we making films and it's causing phenomenons and uproar as far as people rushing to their TVs to see shit like about serial killers slicing and dicing, eating up people. It's intriguing.
Shit like Jeffrey Dahmer's, yeah. That's
so
insane.
What we're consuming, what we're seeing is one and the same, bro. These movies are real life. Mm-hmm. These TV shows are real life.
They are.
How our brain just receiving this information, man, this has got to be something that we really need to start paying attention to because it's disturbing. People are not normal. People are mentally disturbed. And you understand why the world is collapsing right in front of us.
It is. It's ridiculous. I mean, the only thing we can do is change for ourselves and try to better prepare ourselves. Because, I mean, there's certain things that I think is just out of our control. You know, unless you're top 1% type thing. So I feel like, you know, it's just like you said, everybody got to be a little bit more attentive. Yeah. And, you know, really precise in what they do. I mean, of course, you know, the entertainment and all of that's cool. It's great. You know, like sometimes you need a little outlet to. But again, when you start fantasizing and rationalizing with things like serial killers,
right? Yeah,
it's absurd. When you're more desensitized to mass shootings or people, you know, school shootings with kids, and it's like, where it's okay, that's normal. Damn, they RIP. Right, yeah. Next day, it's on to the next.
Nothing's been done about it, so yeah.
So I feel like, you know, people just gotta the regular people, because we're not gonna ever speak for those top 1% or the presidents and shit like that, because they already got an agenda of their own.
That's a fact.
So us as regular people have to just kind of come together and do what we can do, and be more attentive and precise in what we do.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's 2023. What, March 29th, 2023? Bro, I'll tell you right now, I ain't got the answers right now.
I don't have one.
I'm not sure if anybody ever will have a full-fledged resolution, because these things have been in play for years. So, like you said, man, we just need to start paying attention now to say that. We don't need to let nothing take us by surprise or be the last to the party to find out what's going on. So I'm saying, start doing some research, just start trying to become more self-sufficient, homeschooling, anything that's just gonna get you
Growing your own
prepared
food,
for
doing
whatever the
whatever you
next
need to do.
stage of life is, type shit. So
Very true.
yeah, man. Shit, we gonna close it out like that. Any last remarks? You know what I mean?
Hey man. Try to enjoy life, man. Life is short, like you said. Like shit just happening anyway.
Yeah.
People are dying left and right. You never know. So not only that, you got to pay attention and be well versed in a lot of different things, but also try to enjoy life. There's a lot of people are losing their mind because they aren't enjoying life.
That's a fact. Yeah.
So I feel like it is a double-edged sword where it's like damn if I do, damn if I don't. But try your best to enjoy life, but also have your mind on straight, man. Read a book. Read a fucking book, man.
We out of here, man. Till next time.
Like, subscribe, tell your friend, and tell your mother's friend too.